Have you ever stopped yourself from doing something, not because you couldn't do it, but because you were worried about what other people would think? Maybe, for example, you typed out a message to a group chat, then read it three, four, 5 times, and then deleted it. Maybe you wanted to post a picture of yourself online, only to convince yourself that it wasn't good enough. Or maybe even you want to wear something different, try a new hobby, or even speak up in a conversation, but you stayed quiet. And that's not because you didn't have something to say, but because you thought that someone else might judge you. People love to say, just stop caring about what other people think, as if it's that simple. As if one day you can just wake up and decide that everyone else's opinions don't matter anymore. But I don't think it's that realistic. I think caring about what other people think is one of the most human things we can do. For thousands of years, humans survived in groups. Being accepted meant safety. Being rejected could mean being left behind. So, somewhere deep inside us, our brains learn something. If people reject me, I'm in danger. Now, obviously, that's not how life works anymore. I mean, you're probably not going to get kicked out of your friend group because you wore the wrong shirt, or you stumbled over your words, or even posted a video that got 20 views. I mean, look at me. I'm only getting like 20, 30 views, which I appreciate all of you guys. But our brains don't always know the difference. So we spend so much of our lives trying to avoid being judged. And the strange thing is, everyone is doing the exact same thing. I remember one moment that made me realize this, and that one moment completely changed the way I think about being judged. It was 2018, and my parents and I were on vacation in Cancun. I was 12 years old, so if you want to figure out how old I am, I mean, I guess you can do the math. Um, every night, the hotel had a live band playing with a dance floor in the middle. And every night, my mom kept telling me, go dance, go have fun. And every night I'd said no. Not because I didn't want to, but because I couldn't stop thinking about what everyone else might think of me. What if people laughed? What if I slipped over? What if I looked stupid? What if I embarrassed myself? And by the time I finished imagining everything that could go wrong, I already talked myself out of it. The night ended and nothing happened. The next day, we went out exploring, and before I knew it, it was our last night. The band was playing again, and the dance floor was full, and of course, yeah, my mom told me to go out and dance. Again, I said no, but then out of nowhere, my dad walked onto the dance floor, grabbed my arm, and basically decided for me. There I was, standing in front of all these strangers. After spending so much time imagining hundreds of worst case scenarios, I mean, at first, yeah, I was awkward. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I was just kind of moving around and hoping nobody noticed. But then something funny happened. The more I stopped thinking about everyone else, the more I started enjoying myself. I mean, the music got louder, people were smiling, everyone was cheering each other on, and at some point, I got a little too confident. So confident that I started doing Fortnite dances. I mean, like, the electric shuffle, the orange justice, yeah, And you know what? The crowd loved it. By the end of the night, I didn't want to leave the dance floor. And it's not because I suddenly became an amazing dancer with, my Fortnite skills, but it was because I'd forgotten to care about what everyone else thought. I mean, nobody laughed at me. No one pointed out any awkward move I made. I mean, in fact, people came up to me afterwards and gave me high fives and said they loved my energy. And that's when something clicked. I'd spent so much time worrying about a moment that everyone else probably forgot, even, when they went to bed. So that got me thinking, how many embarrassing moments from someone else's life can I actually remember? Even yourself, how many can you remember? I mean, seriously, think about it. Probably not many. I mean, you don't know what someone wore last Tuesday. You don't remember the last person who stumbled over their words. You don't remember that awkward presentation. I mean, you were too busy thinking about yourself, and that's what everyone else is doing too. We all like to think we're standing under this giant spotlight. Like, every mistake we make is being noticed. Every awkward conversation is being analyzed. Every post is being judged. But the reality is, most people are far too busy worrying about themselves. The person you're scared will judge your haircut is probably wondering if people are judging theirs. That is, unless you have a best friend. The person you're trying to impress is probably hoping that they make a good impression too. Everyone is carrying insecurities that you can't see, and yet we spend so much of our lives acting like everyone else has us figured out. Now, I don't think the goal is to stop caring what people think. I, I don't even think that's possible. I mean, we're social creatures. We're all gonna care at least a little. But the real question is, whose opinions deserve to matter? Should a stranger on the internet have the same influence over your life as someone who genuinely loves you? Should one negative comment outweigh 10 encouraging ones? Should someone who doesn't know your story get to decide how you live it? No. I've realized that every time I avoided doing something because I was scared of being judged, I've actually been judging myself first. I assumed people would think I wasn't good enough, that they'd notice every flaw, remember every mistake. But most of the time, none of that ever happened. And the few people who did judge me, I mean, life went on. The world didn't end. I'm still here, making videos for you guys. I think that's just one of the hardest lessons to learn, that not everyone is going to understand you. Not everyone is going to like you. Not everyone is going to agree with you. And that's okay. Because if you spend your life, your entire life, trying to avoid criticism, you'll probably end up avoiding a life you actually wanted to live. Maybe courage isn't the absence of fear. Maybe courage is accepting that someone might judge you and deciding to do it anyways. Because years from now, I don't think you'll regret the opinions people had about you. I think you'll regret the opportunities you missed because you let those opinions decide your life. So, no, I don't think the answer is to stop caring about what people think. I think the answer is to care a little less and live a little more.